Welcome Primary 4, with you is Miss Noura Abdurrahman, and today we are going to talk about part number 3 from lesson number 1, the digestive system. So let's start. Do you remember what is the organs of the digestive canal? There was 6 organs: mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, and large intestine. So mouth is the first organ in the digestive system. So let's talk about the mouth. The mouth consists of 3 parts: teeth, tongue, and salivary glands. Do you remember the salivary glands? Yes, super. It was an organ in the digestive canal supplementaries. Super. So again, mouth consists of teeth, tongue, salivary glands. Okay, at first, the teeth. The number of teeth in the adult mouth is 32. So when you become an adult, you will have 32 teeth in your mouth. 16 in each jaw. What's the meaning of jaw? Jaw is the upper part of your mouth called the upper jaw, and the lower part of your mouth called the lower jaw. So we have 2 jaws in our mouth, and each of them consists of 16 teeth. So we have a 3 types of teeth in each jaw: incisors, canines, molars. Again, incisors, canines, and molars. Incisors, canines, and molars. Incisors, canines, and molars. So let's go to the incisors. There are 4 incisors in each jaw in your mouth. 4 incisors. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the function of the incisors to cutting food. When you are eating an apple, you are cutting the apple with your incisors, with your 4 incisors. So the function of incisors is cutting food. Okay, now let's go to the canines. When you are eating the meat and you cannot cutting it with the incisors, so you are cutting it with the canines. Canines. And canines are 2. We have 2 canines in our mouth, and it is responsible for tearing food. Tearing food. So the canines for tearing food like chicken or meat, which you cannot cutting it with incisors. So let's go to number 3, the molars. We have now 4 incisors and 2 canines. They are 6. So still 10. 10 molars. We have 10 molars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in each jaw. 10 molars. And the function of molars is for grinding food. What's the meaning of grinding food? Crushing the food so it can be easy to swallowing it. Like this picture, we are crushing the food to be easy to swallow it. So again, the teeth types are 4 incisors, 2 canines, 10 molars. 4 incisors for cutting, 2 canines for tearing, and 10 molars for grinding. Super. Now let's go to the second part of your mouth, the tongue. The tongue is a muscular organ. What's the meaning of muscular organ? That means that the tongue made of muscles. Made of muscles, so you can make your tongue move in all directions. And what is the function of the tongue? Number 1, it mixes the food with the saliva. Do you remember the saliva? Yes, it secretes from the salivary glands in your mouth. So the function of the tongue is mix the food with the saliva, which is produced or secretes from the salivary glands, and help to swallowing the food. help to swallowing the food. And the function number 2 for the tongue is to taste the food, to know is this food is sweet or salt. So again, we have two functions for tongue: mix the food with saliva and tasting the food. Mix the food with saliva and tasting the food. And the part number 3 from your mouth is the salivary glands. We have 3 pairs of salivary glands in our mouth. What's the meaning of 3 pairs? 3 pairs means 3 couples, and that means that we have 3 pairs in our right side from face, and another 3 pairs, another 3 glands in the left side from our face. So we have 3 pairs or 3 couples of salivary glands, 3 in the right side and 3 in the left side. And the function of the salivary glands is to secrete the saliva, secrete or produce the saliva, as we said before. And saliva is a liquid inside your mouth, contains enzymes. What is the meaning of enzymes? Enzymes means some substance inside. The saliva digests the starch into sugar. What is the starch? Starch is a complex sugar. Starch is a complex sugar our body cannot take. So our body will digest the starch or change the starch, which is complex, into sugar, which is the simple form. So again, the saliva is a liquid contain enzyme digesting the starch to sugar, digesting the starch, which is complex, to sugar, the simple substance. So we have how many pairs of salivary glands? 3 pairs. Super. What is the function of salivary glands? Secrete or produce the saliva. Excellent. Okay, what is the function of saliva? Contain enzymes digesting the starch to sugar. Super. And now let's talk about the pharynx, which is the second part or the second organ in the digestive system. What is the meaning of pharynx? Pharynx is a common cavity. What's the meaning of cavity? Cavity means hole. Can you see the pharynx in the picture? It is a hole, common hole between the digestive system and the respiratory system. Do you remember the respiratory system? Super. It is responsible for breathing when we are breathing the oxygen. So this hole or this cavity is between the digestive system and the respiratory system, the trachea in the respiratory system. When we are eating food, the pharynx here in this picture, the pharynx letting the food go to the esophagus. And when we are breathing oxygen, the pharynx letting the oxygen to go to the trachea in the respiratory system. Are you asking me what is the trachea? We will know what is it in the next lesson, the respiratory system. So now, what is the function of the pharynx? Allow or let the food pass from mouth to esophagus. Allow the food to pass from mouth to esophagus. Again, the pharynx let the food pass from mouth to esophagus, and it is a common cavity or common hole between the digestive system and the respiratory system. Thank you for listening. With you was Miss Noura Abdurrahman.